Hi everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. We're back in the bar again. Got my buddy Josh with me.
Hello everyone.
We're going to be doing Scotches tonight. Top 5 Scotches for beginners. Another tough video that we did. We're drinking Scotches now. I am drinking Ardbeg. Josh, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Old Pulteney. I think 12 year. Yeah.
Good choice.
Delicious.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. The Ardbeg is some smoky goodness. It's personally his favorite.
It is delicious.
It's good. I should be drinking the Glenlivet since I started my Scotch journey on this stuff, but I just bought this bottle, so I have to try it. I have the Ardbeg, the other Ardbeg I did a video on, and it was incredible, so I had to branch out and get another bottle for the collection. We're going to talk about price points. These are all readily available in most markets. Prices, Scotch as compared to bourbon, they're a lot more money. So if you by chance watch the other video where I'm talking about that Lou Bryson book, Tasting Whiskey, that leads you down the path of spending a lot of money on other whiskeys, as it did to me and him, you might be branching out into Scotches and stuff. So if you are and you're not sure where to start, because when you walk in and you see all the Scotches and then you have a small heart attack over the prices, these are all decent prices, and they're approachable for a beginner. Different flavor profiles like your Glenlivet. It's very fruity. There isn't a lot of peat, really no peat in it, that you're going to pick up. It's mostly your green apples and that really light fruit on the palate and the nose. Price for this one, since I started out just chatting about it, the Glenlivet 12-year single malt. It's a Highland Scotch, going for about $45.
I think that is probably one of the easiest ones to start the Scotch with, because it's a fruity. Sometimes the peated ones can be off-putting, as I know when I first started, I tasted like my grandpa smelled, is all I can describe it as, and now I love it.
This one,
yeah,
when I got it.
Oh, I did not like it at first, but now my favorite all-time Scotch is at this moment is probably the Ardbeg 10. It's smoky. Everything about it, I love it. It's like you're drinking a campfire at the beach. I love it. Anyways, but the Glenlivet's a good starter one. It's not super potent, I guess. It's
right.
Light, fruity, like Joe said. So I think that's a good starter one.
Why don't you tell them the price on the Ardbeg, what the going price is for that 10-year?
So the 10-year, the Ardbeg is, here it's about $53, which is a good price for Scotch. Like I said, it's got all the great characters of a good Scotch, I think. I mean, I haven't had the super expensive Scotches, but I've had some 25 years and down, and this 10-year just it's my favorite so far. So anyways, for the price, I don't think you can beat it. However, as a new Scotch drinker, it might be a little rough, little potent. It's non-chill filtered, so it's oily. It sticks on your palate for a long time. Yeah. I mean, you take a drink of it and you can. I mean, it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever smoked a cigar. It kind of stays with you for a while. That smokiness, which I love because I also smoke cigars. So. Right. If you don't like that, one of the fruitier, like the Glenlivet, is a very good starter Scotch. Mm-hmm. So,
another one in the 5-bottle lineup is Glenfarclas. It's a 12-year Highlands. I think it's a Highland Scotch, Highland single malt, and these are all single malts with the exception of the Johnny Walker. It's a blended, and we can talk a little bit about blended whiskeys as opposed to single malts here in just a bit. 43% ABV on it. This is a really, really great Scotch. Some Scotch folks out there that might be watching this, if I give you a little bit of heart attack with what I'm about to say. Just bear with me. It's just my own preference. I threw this in a glass once, many times actually, and then I put a little one ice cube in there just to chill it. I know that takes some of the flavor away because it dulls it, it chills it. It's not warm, so you lose a little bit of the flavor components, but it brought something out that I've never tasted in a Scotch before for my palate. It was chocolate. It was incredible. And so now a lot of times I'll have like this after dinner. I'll throw an ice cube, pour some in there, and just sit there and sip it, and I get this overwhelming flavor of chocolate, which is really cool. Normally, it's real subdued as far as that would go. The ice, for some reason, brings that out. Neat. It's fantastic neat with no ice, no water, anything. It's very approachable whiskey. The flavors are great. It's got some of the fruities, little bit of smoke in it, just a tad. So it's more approachable when you're crossing over from just your fruity flavors and you're starting to try and play with more smoky stuff. It's heading that direction, but nothing like over here or your Lafroig's, Ardbeg, Lagavulins.
How much is that one?
Oh yeah, the price point on that is $49. So it's most of your scotches, they're a little higher. They're going to be higher than bourbons, but it's look where it came from. I mean, it's coming across the pond. There's a lot that goes into it. They're all aged, so yeah, there's more money going into it.
Yeah.
Why don't you take away for another?
So I'm drinking the Old Pulteney 12-year. It's another good starting Scotch. It's more fruity. There's not much peat to it. I'm actually drinking it right now. Actually, I don't think there's no peat as far as I can smell and taste. And it's really easy to drink, neat. It's I don't know what do we got for price here? $45, and it's just a good all around Scotch. It's got good character to it. Like Joe was saying, like the fruity notes. I like it better than the Glenlivet because it's got a little more, I don't know, I like to say punch to it. It's got a little more oomph. Like it seems like there's more going on in it. So I prefer that one over the Glenlivet to start. But if you're really sensitive and not sensitive, but if you're really having trouble with the sting of the whiskeys, Glenlivet's a good one, and so is Old Pulteney. It's got a little more character to it for me. So that one, I'd say is I could start out with that Old Pulteney for sure. But
oh yeah,
the Glenlivet.
Yeah,
that's a good starter too.
They're
different than the 12-year.
It's a 12-year too.
And they're all 12. Most of these are 12 years except the 10-year, and then the Johnny Walker Black.
Yeah, I don't
blended.
think. Yeah, there's
a 15
it's a blended.
Something.
Nope, it's a 12-year too. So our lineup's all 12-year scotches for the most part, except for the Ardbeg. Yeah. Leads us into what our last one, 12-year Johnny Walker. If you think of Scotch, most people think of Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker Red. You've got Johnny Walker Black. They've got Johnny Walker Green. They got the blue label, which that's next on my list of scotches to get. I just don't want to spend the $250 for the bottle.
It's money. Can't take it when you die.
That's true. And I hear it's incredible. So that's next. We'll do a review when I do break open the piggy bank and get it. But it's a blended scotch, which means what they have in here, they will source from all the other distilleries. They might have 4 or 5 different distilleries. There could be some Glenlivet in here, some Farkless, some Old Pulteney, some Ardbeg. They take the flavors that they've always used and they source them from the other distilleries. They blend them together, commingle them, and then they use the consistency of the same scotches that they've always pulled from to get that consistent flavor profile of that blend that goes back to their standard, what they originally created. They do a good job of it. It's smoky, so you know you've got some Islay, scotches in there. So you're going to get that campfire, a little bit of that iodine, that peat, and that sea salt characteristic. It's going to be in there, but it's not nearly as strong as these. It's a great blended Scotch. It goes well. They use it in a lot of your Scotch cocktails. They'll use your blends in it. Typically, they're a little. The red is the least expensive. What's the Johnny Walker Black going for now,
40.
Josh? 40 bucks. So in the lineup here, it's the least expensive, I think, of the whole batch.
And also on the blends, if it has an age statement, the youngest the youngest Scotch in here is 12 years. It can go up from there, but the youngest one that they put in their blend is 12 years. So it could have some 15 year. It can have
absolutely
whatever they want to put in it to make their. I mean, they've been doing it forever.
Yeah,
they're really good at it. However, the youngest Scotch in there is 12 years. That's where you get the age statement.
And that goes along with even your bourbons and everything. If there's an age statement on it, that is the youngest whiskey that's allowed to go in that bottle. There's generally going to be older whiskeys in there as well, commingled in when they have the blends and stuff. What else? Do we have anything fruit-wise? Flavor profiles. They're all different. Like I said in a video previously, Scotch as opposed to bourbon is so different. It's so unique from your regions in Scotland, like your Glenfarclas, or was it it's the Old Pulteney, is the northernmost region in Scotland on the island. It is the most northern distillery on the island. So it has certain characteristics, just like this one does, and this one does, and this one, where it's at on the island, how close is it to the ocean. And in my opinion, Scotches compared to bourbons, there's more diverse flavor. Your bourbons, like I said before, they have there's a group of flavorings. They generally don't get too far out of that. You have your vanillas, cinnamons, caramels, your leather, oak, and that's about, that's it. They don't vary too much. Bourbon is bourbon is bourbon. It does taste very similar. Your alcohol proof and content's going to change what that sting is on your palate and approachability and stuff. But Scotches, you can have green apples. Like I get predominant on the Glenlivet green apple. I love it. Every time, it's the first thing I get on the nose. I take a sip, I get green apple. You go here, sea salt, campfire, wood, ash, peat, totally different, completely night and day. So that's what's unique about them. There's so many different things that are approachable and new to discover in Scotch, but you're going to be paying a lot more for the bottles as opposed to your USA or bourbons or whiskeys that you get in the United States. If you're in Scotland, you're probably going to pay a lot less. So good for you if you can. We can't here in America. Anything else you think we should add in there, Josh?
No, just the same as the bourbon. It's all a matter of what you like. Just try different ones. Start out with that's why we tried to show some ones that are reasonably priced, because they're all pretty different in their array of how they taste. So, but the price range is close, and you just kind of like we said when we first tried the Black Label, it was horrid. I was like, I'll never. No way can I drink that. And then I started drinking like the Glenlivets and the Highlands, and then I started tasting the smokier, the blends, and then now I absolutely love the Ardbegs, which is super peaty, oily, delicious. So it's just do what you give a few a try and see what you like, and then go down that path. And once you like that one, you can try another one, and then you'll be like, oh, I went back to that, now it's delicious. So
yeah,
it's all up to what your palate is and what you taste.
Well
right?
Done. I agree. There is no bad whiskey.
No.
Maybe.
I'm sure there is somewhere.
I haven't found it.
No.
So, till next time, cheers, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, like and subscribe. We need those subscriptions. Plus, it makes us feel better about ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totes.
Really. Cheers. Till next time.